Hey, I'm Matt Phipps. This is Ron Phipps. We're the new partners of the Phipps team at Compass.
Wow. It's
Ron,
a big change, Matt.
It's a big change. It's exciting. So, what I'm curious about, because I was sold early, it's the amount of my friends that across the country that are top agents, top producers that I really look up to and inspired by. It seems like Compass has all of them. And this was on my radar for a long time. Yeah. We started having these conversations with Compass seriously a couple years ago.
Correct.
Why did you ultimately come around on it?
It wasn't just my decision.
It
this was
wasn't
a joint decision.
But
the fact of the matter, it was clearly difficult because we've been independent, and my mom, your grandmother, Joyce Phipps, started the company, and we've been independent this entire time through every market change. And we reached this point now where collectively we concluded that it makes sense, in order to provide that amazing consumer experience that we've done for the entire 47-year period, that we needed technology to overlay and buttress that. And what we didn't want to do is just kind of introduce it as if we're dabbling in better technology.
Yep.
We wanted to dive boldly into it. And that's frankly why we're describing this change as a commencement. This is a beginning of taking all the experience we have, all the customers and clients we worked with over that time period, to say, okay, this is us at our best. And Compass enables us to be better than good, to be better best. That's important. And your friends, they clearly introduced us to the why.
Specifically though, for the what will stay the same and what will be different for the consumer experience. And I hate when we say consumer, client, or whatever, like the people we work with, like our family and friends,
right,
or they become that.
Right.
What do you think they can, from an expectation standpoint, what's the same, what's different?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still us.
Yep.
And what we were really excited about with Compass is Compass acknowledged the fact that it's our team and us, that people are talking personally with us, that is what has made us successful.
Yeah.
So they're celebrating what makes us successful and giving us tools to amplify that success. What will be the same? We'll still be in the same spot. People will see you and me, the rest of the team. There'll be a slight difference in color motif with logo, etc. But Phipps team at Compass is still Phipps team, and they'll still know us. And what we provided since the first breath of this organization will remain true and constant. Our care, our compassion will simply be complemented with better tools and resources. Yeah. Full stop.
And I think part of it, I always feel like we're like a great family restaurant that is world renowned, but we were baking the pasta from scratch and the bread from scratch, and we're doing so much on our own, and I think part of it was we like our hands on that. I think the part about Compass is there's so much that they will, marketing and branding, that they'll be able to help us get out. Like the most frustrating thing I hear is whether it's through coaching basketball here in East Greenwich, I'll hear from a new kid or a new family from California, and they'll be like, Matt, like you've been our resource for everything in terms of acclimating ourselves to the community. I wish I met you before I moved here so that you could help me find a house in the right neighborhood, to the point that some people are like, I don't think I'm in the right neighborhood. I'd rather be on the hill than where I ended up. And to alleviate that potential concern and meet people on the way in, because Compass has such a strong national presence, I'm excited about.
What's ironic, Matt, is we're engaging a partnership with a company that will make us more efficient on the mechanics of the transaction. The reach of the organization is awesome, but we've never been an organization that is transactional.
Correct.
We've always been an organization that cares for the clients. And I keep thinking about the fact that we'll go to a seller and say, look, this isn't really the best time for you to move. Right. And they're like, wait a minute, you don't want to sell a house? I said, no, we want to sell when it's right for your family.
Your timetable's ours.
That's exactly the point. Your needs are the keystone of the arch of our service. If it fits for you, it fits for us. This organization will enable us to make sure that when we place that keystone on the top, we're doing it with efficiency and resources we didn't have before. Wow.
And the other piece I like too is we've, in a very organic way, we've created incredible networks and strong relationships through the National Association of Realtors and through the different things that we're a part of. And we know people, it's funny, I remember one of the other local agents reached out to us, was like, hey, I need someone in Los Angeles. And it's like, okay, Los Angeles is huge. What part of Los Angeles? I have 5 or 6 people I personally know, depending on what price range, what part of Los Angeles looking in. What I like about this is the expansion of our network in terms of the entire country, just knowing that Compass has, because I hate when I don't want to refer someone that I don't know personally and don't know that they will provide the same level of service. No, and so the nice piece about now is it's just a great expansion of that network.
I also am excited, Matt, about the fact that we are going to be networking with other agents in the state of Rhode Island in a way we haven't historically done because they are competitors. And we've already started to do that, and I'm intrigued because we've got some information we might not otherwise have had. We'll have some opportunities for our customers and clients we would not have had. But we also have an ability to see a broader horizon of the entire state. One other footnote that I really want to make reference to. This decision was a really hard decision, and I was very grateful to Shannon and Aaron, and particularly Robert Refkin, in the courting, that they gave us time to get there.
Right.
And that personal welcome, I mean, he called me twice, he called you. That's how we do business.
Right.
And that was noteworthy to us because he's celebrating the fact that it's a relationship business. And while he scaled it, it's an amazing organization. It's about those relationships that will make us successful in their platform and their environment.
Well, and Robert always says the reason why he got into it was because of his mom, who was an agent herself. And so we had that in common. And, 100%, I appreciate their patience with us, because they did have to be pretty
patient.
That's right. They had to be pretty patient with us. And to that previous point about the state, like, it feels like, despite the fact that we are the FIPS team here at Main Street in East Greenwich, the whole Rhode Island Compass organization feels like a big team, and that part of it's great. And we've always played very nicely in the sandbox with all of the realtors and through the Rhode Island Association.
Now we're on the same team.
But now we're in the same team, and again,
not in the same league, and that's a difference.
Yeah, but it's the same shared mutual goals,
Correct.
Which is trying to, because this is one of the things I never understand. Real estate is so competitive in points. We should all, if it's a listing agent and a buyer's agent, we should have the same mutual goal, which is, my client wants to buy this house and your client wants to sell this house. We should be able to work together. And already, I mean, we've only been officially with them for a couple weeks. The amount of people that reached out and just told us how excited that they were for us to be a part of Compass. Just really a nice, warm welcome, and we really look forward to working with all of them.
Final observation on my end. We've been a multi-generational company. Our ability to make this a multi-generational company beyond your generation, I think, is actually enhanced and improved in this platform. That is very exciting to me.
And I appreciate you saying that, because look, like this was heavy for me, knowing that this was a company started by my grandmother and with you, and I didn't want to be the generation that, the last one, or the one that sold out. And I don't look at that way.
No, we didn't do that.
I look at the fact that I feel like Compass, for lack of a better description word, we have go-go gadget arms, and we have steroids like that. We're fueled and powered by Compass, but got to still be us and FIPS team. So I'm really excited about it.
We'll make it happen. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you sharing this with us. It's our commencement.